Before we get into the podcast, we have to say a quick thanks to our sponsor, David's Sunflower Seeds, the best sunflower seeds in the game. They help us get through the podcast, and we'd be nowhere without them. Yummy. Welcome. Today it is June 2nd, 2019. Welcome to the Big Body Podcast. Today we got me, your host, Jared, and our guest, Big Body, Emmy Henkel.
Hello.
And the three-time champ, Luke Martini.
Hello.
Today we will be discussing math. I know that might sound like, oh, math, that's boring, that's for nerds, but we're going to discuss about some cool math tools in our world that you might not know about. So let's get into it.
All right, so my cool math tool that I have prepared for us today is the sextant. The name comes from the Latin word sextus, which means 1/6 or 60 degrees. It was invented by John Campbell based on an idea of Sir Isaac Newton. The instrument's used for determining the angle between the horizon and a celestial body such as the sun or the moon.
Sounds pretty lame.
Sounds pretty useless, man.
What does it do?
Yeah, what's it do?
Well, you...
No cuts.
No cuts,
The
Abby,
most
come on,
common
man.
use of it is to set the site on the sextant. Set the site of the sextant at the sun at noon to find the latitude.
Couldn't you just use a map to find the latitude?
Well, today it's been phased out by the GPS.
So why would people still buy it, man?
No idea, but if you wanted to buy one, it costs less than $100 on Amazon.
Less than 100?
Less than 100.
You know what you could buy with $100?
Anything else?
Anything else that's more cool than that? That lame math stuff.
Who even uses that, dude? Use your head at me. Come on, man.
Alright, well, based on the picture, it looks pretty complicated. How do you use this sextant?
First, you gotta center the scope on the horizon, and then just adjust the little mirror on it to put the sun at the center of the horizon, and then swing it right to left to confirm that it is the center, and then you read the angle on the bottom and use your map to find where you are.
Interesting. Seems like a lot of work.
Seems like it could blind you, man.
Is it dangerous?
It could be. I don't know. I've never used it. I'd rather stick to using the GPS though.
That's
Fair
big
enough.
facts.
Fair enough. Alright, sounds interesting. Still pretty lame, still pretty nerdy, but props to you for researching it, finding out about it. Alright, thank you, Big Body, on that very informational math tool lesson you just gave us. Now we're moving on, aside from your stupid tool. Now we're on to three-time state champ, Luke Martini, hockey goalie prodigy, and he has a math tool for us to learn about.
Yeah, so basically, my math tool is a beam compass.
Beam compass.
What does a beam compass do?
Well, it's a compass
All right.
that has adjustable legs,
All right.
and it's set perpendicular to the paper, and it slides in a circle around the base.
So your tool just makes circles.
But get this,
All right.
you can adjust the circles to change the radius.
So it makes more than one circle.
It can make as many circles as you want, Emmy.
Wow.
How big are they?
As big or as small as you want.
Sounds like a tool that like 5-year-olds would use in preschool or something.
Well, actually, I mean, a lot of engineers and architects use it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Excuse
Yeah.
me.
So you should probably watch your mouth right
Should have
now.
done some research before I talked bad about it.
Yeah, I mean, you could customize it. You could have a metal rod.
I mean, it is still a math tool though. That's pretty lame.
It's your opinion. You're entitled to your wrong opinion.
If all these math tools are so lame, what's your math object?
Oh, well, that's a great point. I have a very unique math tool that I will love to discuss about. We should get into it. Before we can get into this interesting topic, we gotta thank our next sponsor. That is Westmont Party Supplies, a family-owned business, local, a great company for all your party supplies. Stop by 39th Haddon Ave, Haddon Township, New Jersey, or give them a call, 856-858-9750, and make sure to mention the podcast for 10% off your purchases. All right, finally, we get to discuss the long-awaited math tool of my choice, which is Scoregami. Unlike you two and your nerd math tools, this is a math tool about sports, including football, the NFL.
Oh,
Boring.
No, very interesting.
ping pong's better.
That's just not true. It is a new concept, fairly new, made 2016 by a man named John Boyes. And it focuses on the unique scoring of the NFL and all of the possible total final scores you can get in an NFL game.
What's the point of that?
The point is, in every other sport, every other major sport like basketball, hockey, and baseball, most of the scoring is pretty consistent. Like baseball, you score by ones, like each run is 1 point. And basketball, you either can score in a 1 point through a free throw, or a 2-pointer or a 3-pointer. And hockey is 1 point for each
You
goal.
could get a 4-pointer in basketball if you miss a free
Well,
throw.
yeah,
and
the
then,
free throw counts. Yeah, but
Yeah,
each
but that's
shot
four,
has
you know.
one. No, because in football there are many different point values. For example, you have the 2-point safety, which is very rare, but it will mess up the scoring of a final score because of its rarity and its 2 points. Even rarer is the 1-point safety, which is nearly impossible to get, which would just completely cause a ruckus in the Scoregami score. And then you have a touchdown with a missed field goal, which would be 6 points. You have a touchdown with a made extra point, which would be 7 points. You have a touchdown with a 2-point conversion, which is 8 points. So there's just a bunch of many ways you can score, and it just all combines to make unique scoring in the game. And this Scoregami, as you can see in the picture, is a giant kind of triangle-like thing, and all of the green filled-in squares are all the scores that have happened, and all the white ones are the ones that haven't happened yet. So
What are the red ones?
the red ones are scores that are impossible to get, I'm pretty sure.
Why are they impossible?
Because you can't score. It's hard to explain. Like, you can't score. It's a weird rule where a 1-point safety, you have to score a touchdown first to get the 1-point safety, so it's impossible. So yeah, but this chart here with all the things is basically Scoregami, and it shows all of the unique possible scores throughout all the stuff.
Sounds pretty nerdy to me.
Yeah, but it's involved in sports, so it's
I'd
actually
rather have something physical
Yeah, like a sextant or a beam compass.
no.
and something older too,
Yeah,
with some
something
history
older.
to
See,
it.
this is the new age. This is for all the technology and all the.
Yeah, the
It's
tech
not
nerds, the
old
tech
fashioned. Yeah,
nerds.
no. This is a great tool.
You hipsters
Yeah.
are all the same, man.
Sports are overrated.
Overrated.
No, you guys just have two nerd tools. This isn't a nerd
Drawing
podcast.
angles and circles are better.
Yeah, facts.
No, I think we're gonna have to end it now so we can leave all this fighting off the podcast. This is a friendly podcast, a friendly family podcast.
I felt targeted throughout.
As did I.
All right, well, would you like to sign off? Any last words?
No.
I'm good.
No? All right. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Tune in for the next episode. I love you.